Next up is Exit 8, which
Exit
you did
8,
speak about in a recent
I did
episode,
talk about in a
Do you want to
recent-
briefly mention why it's on the list?
Sure. I was thinking about like what movies or like what were some of my favorite movies I watched this year, and I realized that I didn't actually watch a whole lot of like new movies this year.
Yeah.
I kind of rewatched a lot of like old favorites that I used to have, or because there's been a lot of like re-screenings of old movies in cinemas that I've seen a lot of. Like I went to go see the 4K reinterpretation of or not reinterpretation but rescreening of Princess Mononoke in IMAX.
Oh, I saw that as well.
Yeah, which was amazing.
Bro, it was so fucking good, man.
So fucking. I was like, I'm so glad that, because like that was one of the first Ghibli films I watched as a kid on my fucking VHS that I probably watched at least 50 times growing up. So it was finally cool to actually see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
And it was, it just reaffirmed to me that it is the best Ghibli film ever made, like no question. But out of the new movies I watched, I would probably say, Exit 8 was it was the most surprisingly
They didn't think it was going to be good.
I didn't think it was going to be good, just because I've played the game and I'm like, there's no story to this game. How the fuck are they going to make a 90-minute movie out of this? Shockingly good. I would definitely rewatch that movie for sure.
All right.
Yeah. And then I guess I can also, in that also same vein, I can talk about Takopi.
Going back to Princess Mononoke.
Yeah.
Have you only seen it in Japanese?
Yes.
Okay, so you haven't seen the dub.
I haven't seen the dub. No.
Okay.
Should I?
Huh?
Should I?
I mean, the dub is fucking like it's a Ghibli
I've heard it's
film,
good.
so it's all like it's a Disney dub basically.
Okay.
So basically, you can never really go wrong with the Ghibli dubs anyway. Same thing with all the other Ghibli movies, like Howl's Moving Castle has like Christian Bale in it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love Husband.
I was like, am I crazy? Because the girl at the beginning that gives her charm to like Ashitaka.
Oh, his sister?
Is it?
I think it's his sister.
Is it his sister?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, by the way.
Huh?
You've never
I've
seen
never
Princess
seen
Mononoke?
no.
You've never seen Princess Mononoke?
I've not watched many Ghibli films.
Okay, if you have to watch any Ghibli film, it's this one.
Yeah.
This one seems like the next one that I really want to watch because I really liked Castle in the Sky. I really fucked with
Yeah.
Well,
House Moving Castle.
I believe this was the one after Castle in the Sky, if I'm not mistaken.
I watched Valley of the Wind. I think I watched Nausicaa. Yeah, I think I watched Nausicaa.
Yeah, now
Yeah, Nazca's up there as well.
I think I watched that one too. And The Boy and the Heron I liked a lot too. Turn on me.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like a sub thing when I watched the Princess Mononoke in like Japanese theaters, but I was like, I think it implied that girl was his betrothed or something like that. And I was I was like, wait, I don't think it was like that in the dub, was it?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, did they change it to a sister, or was that like a mix up in the subtitles?
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? So like when I went to go watch it at IMAX, it had been at least a good 5-10 years maybe since the last time I watched it.
Yeah.
And the story is set in the Nara period, which is what, the 1200s of Japan. So the language that they use is very old.
Right.
And if you're not paying attention, or you're not, if you don't understand, there is a lot of terminology that they use that is just old Japanese that people don't say anymore. So, but at the same time, it's also very, Kaya, right? Yeah, that's the sister. Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's, you know what? Never mind. There you go.
And they did change it. The original sub version of the film, Kaya is not actually Ashitaka's sister, but his bride to be. I thought I was like tweaking out when I saw that in cinema.
I thought it was a sister.
No, because they changed it to his sister in the dub.
Oh.
Yo, Disney were like,
well,
it's his sister.
Well, that's like really famous like film lore that he was getting fucking pissed off with them changing his movies.
Oh yeah.
You got like you sent the famous thing of sending the sword, the katana, being like no cuts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but I think Disney did Disneyfy.
Oh well, there you go. I didn't even see. I didn't even point that out or figure that out. Because I feel like, again, it's like, for me, Princess Mononoke is really good because I can watch it multiple times because, again, the language is so old that if you don't really pay attention to it or you don't read it in the Japanese subtitles, you can miss out on a lot of nuance and you can miss out on a lot of like the finer details of the conversations that are happening. Because I remember, even though I was like, 5 or 6 years old when I first watched this movie, I didn't understand what the fuck they were saying.
Yeah.
Because I was like 5. I just enjoyed the movie for what it was, because you can still enjoy the movie visually speaking. It is a visual marvel considering
Oh,
it's
it 100% is.
considering it's almost a fucking 30-year-old movie.
Yeah, his films have aged
But
extremely well.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, but like just I remember just like some of those scenes on the big screen in IMAX. I was just like, wow, this is a painting.
Good animation just doesn't age, man.
Oh,
you know?
dude, 100%. And the story is so good too.
Yeah.
And the voice acting as well. Was that the first time you watched it in Japanese?
Yes, it was.
How was it compared to the dub?
I mean, it was great as
Yeah.
well. I mean, both. Princess Mononoke was the first anime movie I ever watched.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like you're not really a huge fan of like Ghibli.
I'm not a huge fan of Ghibli. Like, you know, some people, they fucking love Ghibli. I'm like, they're good films. And it's just, you know, a lot of them just aren't really like to my taste, I would say. But, you know, they are a marvel of filmmaking, technically and critically. And I remember being shown Princess Mononoke by my cousin when I was like 7 or something. And it was just like the first anime film I'd ever watched.
Yeah.
Shame it never played on British TV. It never... Was it aired ever on Australian TV? It was never. I don't think
No,
it was ever aired
I
on
mean,
British.
my only exposure to it was my grandma sending me
when
the
they show you,
VHS of it
Yeah.
from Japan. Yeah.
I feel like that's how you come across it, right? If someone just gave you the VHS. But I remember I saw a post. It's about Christian Bale where they were like, "What one of your movies would you show your kid?" And he said House.
Oh yeah.
And everyone was like, "We didn't say Batman. What the fuck?" It's like.
Damn, no American Psycho. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
bro.
crazy, dude.
I wonder if he hates that character to an extent.
I'm sure he does now.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
I think he's like talked about this before,
Oh, has he?
where he was just like, you know, I believe he had like an interview where he talked about the main character of American Psycho, and I think this was even before the modern internet movement, maybe, but he'd met like, you know, business people in
Fanboys,
fucking. You know, New York, you know,
They loved
like
him.
pure stockbrokers. They were like, "Yo, I fucking love that character, man." And you're like, you like the
You like the guy.
you like the writing of the character,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he kind of like realized, oh no, they actually just like the character, even though
He just like me for real. I'm like, do you want that though?
that's actually like that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Just-
I think my favorite thing about Princess Mononoke as well, such a small thing, but like the voice actor for Moro,
yeah,
the Japanese voice actor for Moro, Miwa Akihiko, is just like, because he also played the witch, you know, the fat witch in Howl as well. His voice acting is just like on another fucking level. He's so scarily good at the characters that he plays. And I remember just like watching it on the big screen. I'm like, oh my God, I am terrified all over again.
Yeah.
Like I was when I was fucking 5 years old. But yeah, anyway, Exit 8, great movie.
yeah.
Go check
I
that
wanna
out.
Watch it.
What's next?
I guess I can talk about Takopi as well.
Yep.
Because we've obviously talked about
Let's go
this to
back.
death
Let's go
already.
back to.
Well, we haven't finished talking about Takopi on the pod because we reacted to the first 2 episodes.
Yeah,
Did you finish it?
I did finish it. Yeah.
How was it?
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, you haven't finished it yet?
No.
It's like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
I know. It's probably going to be on my best of anime list. So when I know something's going to be on that list, I normally wait till the end of the year to watch it. So it's like fresh in my mind when I write about it.
Fair
But
enough.
Yeah.
After I watched the first 2 episodes, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be on the list.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I made a whole video on it as well, and just I think it's one of the best, probably for a long time.
Well,
that I've
outside
seen
of
personally.
Takopi, which we've already talked about, this is the year that I would say, as a mate, I'm like, damn, Joey's watching anime again. And I think it started with Takopi, if I remember correctly.
It did start with Takopi, yeah, because I've loved that manga. I just love all of Taisen 5 stuff from the manga. And Takopi was certainly up there. So when I saw that they were going to make an anime of it, I was like, all right, I gotta come out of retirement for this one, boys. And I watched it, and it couldn't have been any better. Like this was one of the most perfect, like, you know, so many people like glaze this show of this year, but I think rightfully so. Like it is just in terms of directing, and obviously the writing is great because it's Taisen 5. But I think the thing that impressed me the most about this is that even though if you've read the manga, you'll know that for the most part, it is a very quiet show where technically, like, there's some big points that happen throughout the story, but other than that, not a whole lot of like quote unquote exciting things happen. And yet they somehow managed to turn some of those very quiet scenes into just some of the most unnerving moments I've seen in an anime in a long time.
Yeah.
Just like whoever was responsible for directing the anime knew exactly what they were doing when it comes to like building suspense and like holding tension in scenes, because that's the whole reason why the manga was so powerful when it came out as well. And the animation and like cinematography in it is just on another level. And I just, as a big like horror and like thriller anime advocate, I wish more shows did like horror in anime like they did in Takopi. Because there's just too many. I feel like the horror genre in anime especially has just gotten such a sour taste to it, because just a lot of the adaptations have just been not that great, because either the director doesn't quite understand how to turn that tension into you know, movement, or you know, show it on the screen and stuff like that. But the Takopi team fucking knocked it out of the
I
park.
think they just use these perspective really well.
Yeah,
I think it's a hard thing to sometimes show or write a story from multiple characters' perspectives, but I think it is a really good way of blending them and allowing you to kind of question everything.
Yeah, totally.
In a really solid way.
Yeah. So that was easily the best anime I watched this year. So I had to include that.
Overall, solid year for anime.
Solid year.
Yeah.
The one at the bottom there, best buds.
Yes.
I just included that just because I had nothing else to put in.
Joey made another YouTube channel.
I made another YouTube channel.
What you talking about? What? You were like, can't monetize your hobbies. You make another hobby and monetize it. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, we've made a whopping $30 so far. Dude. We're fucking killing it.
Still,
We're rolling in.
hey, I'm just saying.
So yeah, this is just like Alex, who is our content producer for Trash Taste. Him and I were like, we miss old Let's Plays. Let's make a Let's Play channel where we just fucking dick around and just like have fun together. So we started that while I was in America back in June. And almost at 10K subs. So yeah. Nice. But yeah, I think it's just like a great outlet for me and Alex to just like hang out, because he's in America.
Yeah.
And we don't really get to talk all that often. And I love talking to him. He's my boy. So yeah, we was just like, fuck it. Let's just like bring back old like 2010s energy Let's Plays.
Yo, Game Grumps.
Yeah, legit. We love Game Grumps so much that we made our own Game Grumps.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there as a shout out. Go subscribe if you want. And then the bottom left one, this is a novel series called Himeden, or the Densetsu series by Nishio Nishio Ishin, for those of you who don't know, made the Monogatari series, Katanagatari, you know, Medaka Box. He's made so many like iconic anime and manga series.
Yep.
But he's originally an author. And this is one of those series where it got no adaptation. No manga, no anime. It's just a novel series. And I wanted to kind of go through, because I love, you know, everything that he's written so far. I just wanted to go through the rest of his catalog. And I stumbled across this Densetsu series. It's like 10 novels. And I'm like through the 4th one right now. And it's fucking wild. Like it is so Nishio Ishin. The only way I can describe this show is it's so hard to describe a Nishio Ishin story without it sounding like a fever dream. But essentially, the main character... So the novel starts off with a third of the entire world's population dies overnight because the Earth let out a giant scream.
Okay.
And it's this scream that like nobody heard, but everybody felt, and it killed a third of the population. And our main character... he's like, it's the book starts off where he's kind of talking to his like therapist, and he's talking about like coming to terms with the fact that a third of the world has died, and he's done, and he can't do anything about it. And then he gets recruited by this organization, which is an organization that was created to basically fight against the Earth. So it's this weird like kind of parody on the superhero magical girl genre, where humans go up against the Earth and try to destroy the Earth before the Earth kills everybody.
Right.
And obviously it's Nishio Ishin, so like the characters are fucking crazy. The main character is crazy. Yeah, the writing is bonkers. And there's just so much like fun, like kind of what's the word? Like dissections and like kind of parodifying, you know, magical girl genre and the superhero genre and the thriller genre and stuff like that in ways where it's just like, I've been reading through this thing and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening in this book, but I just can't stop reading it because it's just so I would say out of all of the Nishio stories I've read, this might be one of his most fucking bonkers story that he's ever written. And I can see why this didn't get an adaptation.
Yeah.
Because I just can't imagine this being adapted and it making sense for anybody.
Maybe there's a way you could tell the story or it makes sense.
You know,
I'm sure there's always, everyone always says things unadaptable, but
maybe one day we'll get it, but it was one of, I would say this is probably his like, maybe, I don't want to say his toughest read, but I mean, each of the books are like 700 pages long and there's 10 of them. So they not only take a long time to go through because Nishio loves to do this thing where pages and pages he goes off about one thing that at the end of it doesn't fucking matter to the story.
That's fun though. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just really cool as well because like there are so many moments where like, for example, in like, I don't want to give too much away, but like say for example in the second book, the main character meets this group of 5 magical girls,
who
literally are just magical girls. And the first book, there is no hint towards these magical girls coming out.
Yeah.
In the second book,
rock up.
Yeah. So the second book opens up where he gets notified that the entirety of Kyushu, like all the people who live on Kyushu, disappeared overnight. And so he's sent into Kyushu to figure out what the hell happened. And so when he gets there, the first thing he encounters is this magical girl who's just standing in the middle of a field who tries to kill him. For no reason. And there are just these moments where like there would be like chapters of Nishio describing this magical girl, giving her a name, giving her a personality, giving her pages and pages and pages of her interacting with the main character.
Yeah.
Only for then it to end with her head exploding for no reason. And there are just so many moments like that where you're just like, wait, so you're telling me I sat through 150 pages of you describing this character thinking that, you know, maybe they're going to be like friends with the main character or something, or, you know, like be a pivotal part of the story, and they just suddenly die.
Maybe he writes it all and he's like, eh.
Yeah, maybe. I have a feeling he starts writing a character and he's like, I don't like her. Kill her off.
This is what we call vibrating. You know?
It is vibe writing. He's definitely
Some of the best writers
he's definitely vibe coding with this.
No, it's the rising version of vibe coding.
Yeah, no,
like,
legit.
yes.
So I've been loving this novel series so far. Like
How many entries are there in this?
So there's 10 entries.
Oh wow.
And I'm through book 4 right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's like what I've read through almost 2,000 pages so far of this novel.
Yeah.
So it's been great to like keep my Japanese up to shape. But yeah, easily one of the most bonkers stories I've read.
Yeah.
I have no idea if there's an English translation for this. I've just been reading on my Kindle in Japanese, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun reading through this. If there is an English adaptation and you like Monogatari series or Katanagatari, any of Nishio stuff,
Yeah.
I would highly recommend this one. And there you go. That was my 3x3.
Awesome.